history, and I promise you the train will not leave without us, okay? I guess everybody on here is riding on the train.
Not everybody.
Not everybody, okay. Well, if you're local, we welcome you as well. We're going to go up here to the cemetery first because I like to get back on this side of the tracks before the train pulls in. But Van Buren, when we first started out, it was actually called Phillips Landing. And the reason they called it Phillips Landing was because the Phillips brothers owned all this property. And they used to sell wood down on the river to the steamboat captains that went up and down the river. So all the steamboat captains got to call in this area Phillips Landing. And that name stuck until the government decided to build a post office here. When they built the post office, they thought they would name it after Martin Van Buren, which at that time was the Secretary of State here in Arkansas. So we ended up being named Van Buren after Martin Van Buren. In 1836, when they built the post office, we had about 800 people that lived in this entire area. In 1970, we had about 8,000. Now we have almost 24,000, so we are still growing. Now, in 1837, John Brennan came to this area. He wanted to buy this property from the Phillips brothers, and Van Buren is about 15 square miles, and that's equal to about 9,600 acres. And he wanted to buy this property from the Phillips brothers, and they said, okay, we want $11,000 for the whole area. He said, okay, and he purchased it from him. So John Brennan is really our most noble city founder because he really did more to make Van Buren grow than anybody did. Now, when John Brennan bought this property from the Phillips brothers, there was already several grave sites up here in the cemetery. So John Brennan just donated this 10 acres to the city to be used as a cemetery. And then later they called it Fairview Cemetery. And Fairview Cemetery is on the National Registry of Historic Places. It's been there since 2005. There are about 3,000 people buried here, and they are still burying people here. So it is still an active cemetery. They still have quite a few spots left. Some of the people that's buried in this cemetery was born in the late 1700s. So that just gives you an idea about how old some of these grave sites are. The oldest grave site in here, they date it back to 1816 to about 1820. They're really not even sure who was even buried there. They dug that grave site up. I will point it out to you here in a second. But they dug it up twice in the early 1900s thinking that maybe they could get some information on who might be buried there, and they never could get him, finding bones or anything. So they do know that somebody was buried there. Now the way they designed this cemetery plot, they built little walls around it to try to protect the body from being dug up by any wild animals. And evidently that didn't help because they evidently got to the bones. If you look over here to the left, real close to that wall over there, there's the grave site that looks like it has little walls built around it. That is the oldest grave site in the cemetery. Now in 1836, the three grave sites on the other side of it belonged to Loretta Thompson and her two boys. David Thompson, at a later date, was John Brennan's business partner. But the boys died, they were 8 and 10, and they died in September and October of 1836. And then Loretta, the mother, she died in February of 1837, which says they probably had some kind of disease or fever or something that killed them. And now, sometimes on days whenever the train doesn't come into town, and we don't have a whole lot of people roaming around downtown. Sometimes if it's a nice day, I'll come up here and park and walk around and read headstones. And so when I saw them, I asked my boss about that. I said, well, if Loretta Thompson is the wife of David Thompson, he was really good here at Van Buren, so where is he? And she said when he died, he was close to Lavaca, so they buried him in Lavaca. So he didn't even get buried with his family. But a lot of history out here in these, on these headstones. one of them is a little 11-year-old boy, and down at the bottom of his headstone it said he drowned in the Arkansas River. You know, and people, they just don't put their names on headstones like that anymore. On our left in the fenced-in area is the John Brennan family plot. And John Brennan's headstone is the tallest one that you see. It's got an urn at the top of it, and that urn stands for immortality. And the cloth draped over the urn is a mourning cloth. That means we will mourn for you forever. Now, John Brennan, he lived from 1801 to 1855, and he was married twice. His first wife died in 1852 or 3, just a couple of years before him. But of course, when he died, they buried him right next to her. Well, he had remarried, so when his second wife died, they buried her on the other side of it. So I like to say they put poor John between a rock and a hard place. Yeah. He's got a wife on both sides of him forever. Now, in cemeteries, they always try to face the headstones towards the east. If you look over here to the left, you'll notice that we've got 442 Confederate soldiers buried here, and they are facing the south. The reason they faced them to the south was because they wanted to give them honor since they fought for the south. So they faced them headstones towards the south. We do have 8 Union soldiers buried here, and they're facing the east like everyone else. But all of these soldiers, they do get recognized on any holiday that they're going to decorate a national cemetery. They will decorate these as well. Now, there's only about 40 of those headstones that actually have names on them. The rest of them will say unknown soldier. It amazes me that a tree can grow around a fence like that. But what really amazes me is look at the steel bars on the bottom of that fence line. Look how they're bent. You know that tree bent those steel bars. They would not have put that fence line up if it's all bent up like that. But you can tell by the way the tree shaped and the bars bent over that. Man, that tree actually bent those steel bars. I think that's just amazing. Now we're going to go down here through the downtown area, and I'll point some things out to you in the downtown area. I'll show you where our 3 restaurants are on Main Street. We've only got 3 right now, but before the year is over, we'll have the Pasta Grill right across the street from the train depot. And then a block or so further down there, building the Vault, which is going to be a sports grill. They plan to have it open by the end of January. And also we're going to have a Crazy Cajun, and it is a Cajun/Mexican food. And he told me about a week ago that it'd probably be within a month when they open. So we're excited about having a Mexican restaurant on Main Street too. This road right here that we're about to get on, it's called Fayetteville Road. Now, it was always nicknamed Logtown Hill because at the very top of the hill, there used to be a bunch of log cabins, and they called that the Log Cabin Community. And so then they just kind of nicknamed this Logtown Hill. And hit these buildings. Unfortunately, in 1985, we had a semi come down this hill and it took out 3 buildings right here where this little 1-story red brick building is, and killed 9 people. So now they have a $1,000 fine if a semi gets caught on that hill. That's why I have to go the back road. I'm over the 12,000-pound weight limit, so they do make me go on the back road. But, this is restroom facilities. If you are shopping downtown, you don't have to go up to the train depot. You can come right here. This on my right is Larry B's, and Larry B's is soul food. They have really good food in there. They do have lunch specials also. If you're an Elvis Presley fan, this building on our left, the home interior shop, I have an Elvis Presley room in the back. So if you're a big Elvis Presley fan, you might want to go in there and check that out. The Trolley Stop restaurant here on our right is barbecue. They also have an ice cream shop in there. This Arkansas River flooded in 2015, and it flooded so bad that our boat dock actually broke loose and traveled downstream a couple of miles, and I'm sure it probably hit the bridges on the way down.